Hi, Jan Ozer, back with you from Mile High Video. I'm here today with Chris Phillips from Adeia. We're going to talk about what Adeia does and what they're showing here at the show. Thanks for joining me, Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so what technologies are you showcasing here at Mile High Video?
What we're showcasing here are optimization related to video services, related to AVR, video quality optimization, that type of stuff. We gave a presentation on extreme low latency for gaming type applications for cloud gaming, where we're minimal latency, minimal packet loss. We handle situations where whenever we have scene changes, things like that are very challenging to handle, we handle that without having to generate intro pictures or that type thing. And to me, that's the big technology that we're showing here and the real innovation.
Okay, is that coding? Is that packaging? What, dive a little bit deeper into what it is you're actually doing to produce that low latency.
Okay, it's a combination of two things. It's related to video encoding optimization, how we do the encode, and how we do the selection. So one thing that we do from the video processing standpoint is we're encoding these videos with a number of slices, so not just one slice per picture. So it's a number of slices per picture, or leveraging HEVC or VVC tiling, where we're incorporating, encoding these in tiles. When we experience a scene change or something that's very large that generates a large picture that we cannot get there in time, then we basically generate tiles where we deliver that picture over the course of a number of pictures in time. So for instance, we'll generate intra tiles, and then the next picture from that subset of intra tiles will have predicted tiles, adding additional intra tiles, and that's how we recover from packet loss. And that's how we also handle the situation where it's a very, very large picture as a result of a scene change, and how we can handle that with basically no client-side buffer.
Are you leveraging different technology pieces of HEVC and VVC to accomplish that, or are you totally codec agnostic?
Well, in the case of slicing, we can do that with AVC because AVC supports slicing. In the case of tiling, we're forced to HEVC and VVC because only those codecs support tiling. So it depends on what you're doing. We also could do slicing with VVC and HEVC because they support slicing, but we can get even more optimization leveraging tiling. And in addition to that, what we're showing here is a transport optimization. So it's not just related to that processing. We combine that with transport. So we're giving demonstrations of L4S and basically a selective L4S enablement. So the packets that we're delivering that make up a very large picture, we make a decision based off of a threshold of whether we need to optimize those and put those in a low latency queue related to L4S marking, or then we put them in the regular queue with non-L4S marking. So we do selective markings. So the entire stream is not always low latency or low latency marking of those packets. So it's selective for optimization of the network as well.
So you guys are doing the core R&D. How long does it take for your R&D to actually reach a product that gets to the market? What's your sense of that?
Well, it depends. Sometimes, we have a lot of licensees that license the portfolio. And they are doing implementations of some of those patents. What we're working on right now, it's really cutting edge. Our view is something that would be probably 1 to 3 years out on what we're presenting here in terms of an implementation or to leverage this optimization. Okay.
And one of the big questions that a lot of people in the streaming industry is facing relates to VVC. When's it going to be a technology that people start to use? When are people going to adopt it? Do you have any insights you can share with us on that?
Well, I think with the optimizations that we've seen here in this conference that's being shown, we were not specifically VVC. We were not VVC specific, but obviously optimizations can be made leveraging VVC and what we're showing related to change in resolution without having to produce an intra picture. I think in these extreme low latency cases, as well as the bandwidth savings, I think that's going to happen very fast. I think one of the big delays related to VVC is once the specification was finalized, it takes time for an implementation to come out and reach the market that's actually usable. And we're getting to that point now. I think we saw that in a demonstration from Ericsson that was out there. It wasn't our company, that they've shown an implementation of a VVC codec running, doing cloud gaming in ultra low latency. So I think we're at the point now where VVC is beginning to be deployed today, or is it a state in terms of support where it can actually do the decoding real time to where now it can be deployed.
Okay, is this your first time at Mile High?
Yes, this is my first time at Mile High.
So why did you come to Mile High, and how has the reality measured up to the expectation?
It was great. I've been to conferences similar to Mile High in the past, but not necessarily this conference. And I think it met my expectation. I met a lot of old friends, people that I've known in the industry for a long time, that I've known throughout time, and I got to meet up with them, and they're making some very good presentations. It's good to catch up on what the latest is in the industry and related to video encoding and transport and optimization. It's very, very interesting.
What's your sense of who's here? Who comes to the show in terms of potential implementers for you?
Implementers, from a technology perspective, we are looking to do technology transfers in the future, and especially companies like Adeia that's currently behind us here, and they are Codec, or an encoder manufacturer. So it's companies offering codec solutions for ultra low latency or optimization for codecs. We are very interested in working with them in terms of optimization for how we can improve their product by leveraging the research that we're doing. And it creates a win-win situation. So we obviously want those companies to be successful, sell a lot of products, help them sell products, and it helps us in our business model as well.
Okay. One last question. Everybody hears your accent, and certainly I picked up on it yesterday. How does Kirby Smart end every interview?
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Thanks, Chris.